I would put on a smile when I was a believer. If someone asked me, I would tell them that I was happy. But behind that smile, there was a lot of pain. It's not that I was lying, it's more that I didn't know any better. I can see things more clearly now that I've stepped away from religion. So I thought I'd make a short video to try and describe what it really felt like while I was Christian. I was brought up in the church, so for me this all stems from childhood. I think as a child I was especially susceptible to the dark and disturbing things depicted in the Bible. I think there are three main ideas that impacted me the most. First is the idea of hell, where you get tortured for eternity after you die. I believed that when I died I was going to be tortured, and this was horrifying. It's a terror that renders all other things in life meaningless, because the entire purpose of this life becomes trying to avoid hell. The Bible offers a solution where if you believe in Jesus as your savior, then you're saved. But the anxiety continues because you can't know for sure if you're actually saved or not. The second is the idea that I actually deserve this torture because I was a sinner. I was taught that the tiniest, most mundane thing is considered to be a sin. I grew up feeling that I was a horrible person and I carried shame about everything. For example, I felt shame if I wore a shirt I liked because wanting to look good was sinful. The third is the idea that God and Satan can see and communicate with your thoughts. I grew up feeling another presence in my mind. If, for example, I felt the desire to do something good, I would think this is God calling me. If I felt the desire to do something bad, I would think this is Satan tempting me. And so my normal thoughts and feelings were constantly turned into this spiritual battleground. So this is what it felt like to be Christian for me. I felt intense shame, fear of hell, and there was this endless, just exhausting inner turmoil. The thing is that when I was in it, there was nothing anyone could say to help me leave. Any thought that made me doubt was seen as sinful and pushed away. So for me, it happened gradually. I went to university, I made new friends, I started missing church. It just started to fade as I got busy with different things. And as it faded, I started to feel that maybe there's a more pleasant way to live, and I started to allow doubts to linger. And only once I had relaxed a little bit, I could start to accept different ideas and arguments. An idea that finally helped me take the final step was that I think it would be unethical to create little beings knowing that the majority would end up suffering in hell. So I think that the Christian God is unethical. Also, if this experience was actually a test to see if you're a good or a bad person, I think it's possible that to pass this test and be a good person, you need to leave a God that's unethical. The path to healing wasn't easy. After leaving religion, I lost my purpose and the very idea of what this reality is. And the feelings of shame and the fear of hell don't just disappear magically. It's something that requires work. And that's that. There is a good side to leaving. It's like having a fresh new start to life. But I'll leave that for another time.